Review of relaxation techniques. So I'm going to go through all the relaxation techniques. You just have to remember that you never have to do every single one of these. You will come up with a flow of ones that you like that kind of turn into a nice little routine that you do at the beginning, ones that you'll incorporate through the middle of the session, and then your own little, what I call dessert, the little ones at the end that you do to finish everything up. So, but here's all of them. So the idea of relaxation techniques are exactly what you would think they are. It's to relax people. So the first one you're going to do, I call meet the feet, or the meet and greet. It's compressing and kneading. So you're really just squeezing the feet and rubbing the feet, and that's it. And you're usually doing this while you're, getting somebody settled. Hey, how are you today? What's going on? That kind of stuff. So just kind of getting them used to you touching their feet. Okay, so that's that. Pretty easy. All right, so the next one is called the ankle loosener. So this is your ankle. We're going to loosen it up. You take the sides of your hands by your pinkies, kind of get them situated under their ankle bone, and you're just going to shimmy. You can shimmy up, and you can shimmy down. But the idea is to loosen their ankle. The spinal twist is referring to the spinal reflex, which is the medial edge of the foot. So you're going to use the inside edge of your fingers, your thumb and your pointer finger. You're going to put them directly on the medial edge. The key here is to turn, you're going to twist in opposite directions. The key is to move the foot and not give them like a rug burn. Remember the Indian burns in junior high school? Don't do that. That's not relaxing in any way. So you're just kind of moving the actual foot. You're twisting that from side to side. You're not, twisting the skin directly. So be really aware of that. It will not be the goal you're looking for. Okay. So the next one is called toe turns, which is very self-explanatory. And basically all you're going to do is use, I always use my pointer and my middle finger on the dorsal side of the toe and my thumb on the plantar side. Just lengthen the toe a little. You don't have to pull it out of their foot, but just lengthen it and rotate the toe. Whatever you like. 2 or 3 times in each direction, and just do all the toes like that. And yeah, it's very, very nice, and it's very relaxing, and people usually really enjoy it because, who does that? Whoever does that to your toes. So that's toe turns. So the next one is called ankle rotation. So we did the loosener, now you want to rotate, you want to move this part of their ankle. So you put the heel in the palm of your hand and use your working hand to just rotate. And I usually move my hand under their heel also. It just helps get a rotation in at their ankle. And you want to go in both directions. And just be aware, some people are tighter than others, so kind of go with the flow of their foot. So you're not stretching or pulling anything, you're just kind of getting an idea of their range of motion. And what's cool is to do this at the beginning and do this at the end and see the difference that you get after you've done all your work. Alright, so the next one is called the plantar thumb slide and windshield wipers. There's a reason why it's called that. It sounds goofy, but it's really just what it is. So here are your thumbs. This is the plantar aspect of your foot. So the plantar thumb slide up the arch. So this is a very popular move. Everybody likes this very, very much. So you're moving up the arch, and then on the ball of the foot, this is the windshield wipers. And this is kind of windshield wipers too, but all right. So you do that to the feet, and this is a good one to kind of add in the middle, or whenever you feel like it, because this is always it's a fan favorite. Everybody likes this, and it's very relaxing, and it feels really good. Okay, the dorsal finger walk. So top of your foot, the dorsal side. Here are your fingers. Okay, using that first knuckle, and you're walking. You're just going to walk all the way down. And again, as a reminder, always when you're working the dorsal part of the foot, you start at the toes and work towards the body. Because even though you're just doing this as a relaxation thing, you're still affecting all the lymph, and we like that to go back towards the body, back towards the heart. Okay, so whenever possible, we like to be helpful. So that's what you want to do. Okay, solar plexus technique. And we'll work, when we're working in the session and the reflex points, about specifically finding this point. But the solar plexus point, your thumbs are kind of on a little diagonal and you fit into a little notch, right, on the diaphragm line, kind of tucked underneath the ball of your great toe. So you find that little notch, and all you're going to do is you're going to have your client breathe deep 3 times, and when they inhale, you're going to push in, and when they exhale, you're going to release. Okay, and just hold the spot, because you're going to do it again. If you can do this at the very beginning of your session and at the very end of your session, it is exceptionally wonderful, because this alone helps to induce the relaxation response. So it already has, has your job working already, because that's what we're trying to do overall. I also suggest when you do this that you take the time to actually do the breathing also, because it'll put you in a good place as well. So, and breathing is always good. So breathe. When they deep breathe, you deep breathe. Okay. All right, so the Achilles tendon stretch. Keep in mind, we are not like physical therapists or orthopedics. You're not trying to accomplish some major goal here. You're just doing a little stretch. So put their foot back in your palm, and you're just going to gently push towards the body. Just go with what they do. Don't try and make anything else happen. Okay, so it's just a nice little stretch. All right. Some people, their foot will go almost all the way to their leg, and some people you hardly move it at all. Totally fine. You're just doing a little stretch. You're getting the stretch in here, in the Achilles. Okay, so that's it. While I'm doing that, when my hand's flat on the bottom of their foot, it's a nice energetic connection too. So while you're stretching, you're just kind of paying attention to the connection of energy, and so that's a nice thing to do at the beginning. So that connection is really helpful while you're working. Okay, so diaphragm relaxation. Your diaphragm line is also your chest line, right here underneath under the ball of your foot. And so all you're doing, you take your working hand and you put it at the beginning of the diaphragm line. Use your supporting hand. You're kind of going to lift the toes a little, and you're folding over your thumb. And you're just going to go across the whole diaphragm line. And I think my nails might be a little long, so I apologize if you're getting a little acupuncture. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. And that's really, and make sure you have a bend, make sure you have a bend, always a bend in your thumbs and your fingers, in that first knuckle when you're working. Okay? You don't ever want to have a straight finger with pressure applied to it. Okay, so those are your relaxation techniques.